What's happening? We were just on our way to a workshop. Director Kim, with half his hair scraped off, looks around and stands up. I try to recall my memories, figuring out where we were in time. The first day. It's the first day we landed in this bizarre world. I remember how we ended up here. We were in an SUV going to the workshop, then a landslide. We got caught in a landslide, and then something flashed suddenly. It's a 50-year-old memory, so it's a bit hazy. I can't remember clearly. Hey, Deputy Manager Seo. Now that I've regressed, how should I live? Deputy Manager Seo. Usually, in regression novels, people live well using their future knowledge. But all I know about the future is how to make soap. Seo Eun-hyun, Deputy Manager. Section Chief John. Sorry, I was a bit startled. I snap out of my daydream at Section Chief John Myung-hoon's shouting. Suddenly, Section Chief John slaps me across the face. Deputy Manager Seo, you bastard, didn't you drive the car properly? You almost killed us all. I stand there dazed. Having been slapped, I had forgotten. This guy is a bastard. You bastard. It's because of you that we're in this mess, this bastard. Do you want to lose your job the moment we get back? Section Chief John Myung-hoon asked me, John Myung-hoon. The nephew of John Myung-chol, the executive director of the company I worked for, SJD Company. He's 32, 3 years older than me, but had already snagged the section chief position through nepotism. I remember disliking him quite a bit 50 years ago. When John Myung-hoon is about to charge at me in anger, Chief O stands up and stops him. Look here, that's enough. That landslide wasn't something Deputy Manager Seo could have done anything about. I remember that incident from 50 years ago. Yes, I was definitely assigned the role of driving the company SUV. Aren't you angry, Chief? Because of this jerk Deputy Manager Seo, we're in this disaster. Where are we now, and where did our SUV go? We're stranded here because of this guy. And then I remember. I definitely dozed off while driving. But the reason I was dozing off was John Myung-hoon. That guy dumped work on me the day before the workshop. Work he had been putting off, forcing me to stay up all night. If you were going to doze off, you should have handed the wheel to someone else. What kind of mess is this? Thinking about it again. Wasn't John Myung-hoon originally the one in charge of driving? That's right. Originally, John Myung-hoon was supposed to drive. That's right. Originally, John Myung-hoon was supposed to drive. But he, wanting to hit on the female employees in the back seat, forcibly put me in the driver's seat. The memories from 50 years ago are coming back clearly. Back then, I was so flustered and didn't understand what was happening. So, unwittingly, I apologized to John Myung-hoon. I even thought it was my fault. But looking back on that memory from 50 years ago, I think it was unnecessary for me to apologize to him. In the long 50 years, I learned many things. I take a deep breath. In the life where I didn't know about regression, for 50 years, I learned how to endure while living tenaciously. Learning to endure when strong bandits trampled over me and took my money. Learning to endure when vicious martial artists insulted me. Learning to endure when local officials took everything I had, even things I didn't have, to collect taxes. Yes, in front of those I couldn't handle, enduring was the truth. However, for those whom I can handle, it is a different matter. Bowing down unnecessarily in front of those I can handle is not what a man does. I learned that too. I stood up and called Chief John Myung-hoon and said, I know you are mad, but it isn't the time to be pointing fingers. Chief John Myung-hoon, who heard this, was enraged and charged at me and strikes at my face when he hit me. I fought back. I also gave him a punch to his face. Others who saw this was shocked at that time. I recalled the incidents of in my past life. How many times have I been beaten by martial artists? How many times have I been beaten while gathering herbs in the mountains and encountering bandits? How many times have I been beaten when a band of robbers invaded during a famine? Beaten, beaten, and beaten again. During that senseless violence, I learned something that John Myung-hoon and others didn't have. As soon as the first headbutt connects, I charged and mercilessly pummeled John Myung-hoon and repeatedly beat him. Others who saw this was shocked and was frightened in that world of violence. I learned how to make people fear you. When you hit someone in the face, the person being hit feels an immense sense of fear. The sight obscured by a fist and the pain that follows in that moment, the terror of the merciless attacker. I punch around the eyes of Jeon Myung-hoon to obscure his vision. If you don't know what you did wrong, at least keep your mouth shut. After being hit by me for a long time, only 2 words came out of his mouth. It was an apology. With every punch, the grudges I have against Jeon Myung-hoon, without even realizing it, seem to be refreshingly resolved. At that time, I thought, even though I don't have any mythical talent or amazing martial arts skills that would make me famous worldwide, I have the skill to change the fate. Will our protagonist be able to change his fate successfully with the ability to regress? Let's look forward to it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.